The final moments of the 2025 MotoGP season may have closed the championship standings, but they opened a new conversation that has lingered ever since. Amid all the storylines, title fights, technical revolutions, and late-season heroics, no development carried more intrigue than the long-anticipated arrival of Toprak Razgatlıoğlu to the premier class. For years, his name drifted around MotoGP like a legend waiting to solidify, a question fans and insiders asked repeatedly: what would happen if Toprak finally stepped onto the biggest stage in motorcycle racing? In 2026, that question finally becomes reality, and after the postseason Valencia test, something far more meaningful than lap times has taken hold. It is a warning, quiet, intentional, and coming from the one man who knows him better than anyone else. To understand why Kenan Sofuoğlu's words carry such weight and why Yamaha finds itself facing both unprecedented opportunity and unprecedented risk, we need to break down the technical context, the timing of this transition, and the delicate balance Yamaha must manage as they introduce one of the most explosive talents in modern racing to the intricacies of MotoGP. Toprak entered the Valencia paddock carrying a level of anticipation few rookies ever experience. This wasn't his first MotoGP run. He had just completed a private outing at Aragon, but this time the spotlight was unavoidable. The full grid was on track. The garages were open. Cameras clustered around the Pramac Yamaha box. Every turn, every gesture, and every small adjustment was watched, replayed, and analyzed. Across the day, Toprak completed 53 laps, ultimately finishing 18th, just over 1.3 seconds behind Raul Fernandez, who arrived at the test fresh from a podium performance 2 days earlier. On paper, the gap was noticeable, but Sofuoğlu dismissed the stopwatch immediately. His words were simple but revealing. Honestly, when you look at the lap time, he is 1.5 seconds slower. But when I watch him, I'm not watching our Toprak. It was the first hint of the message he would soon deliver more directly. The general sentiment throughout the Valencia paddock echoed a similar tone. Toprak rode cleanly, he rode safely, he rode with discipline and patience. But he did not ride like the unpredictable, creative, instinct-driven version of himself that dominated World SBK. Sofuoğlu clarified why. There are not many bikes. There is only one V4 for him. He is being careful. He is scared at the moment. Yamaha brought a single V4 machine for Toprak, and that fact alone dictated his entire approach. A crash wouldn't have simply ended his day. It could have derailed Yamaha's full test program. In a scenario like that, the flamboyant, hard-braking, rear-wheel floating Toprak was never going to appear. You can clearly see he hasn't pushed to his full potential, Sofuoğlu added. We're not pushing him to crash. He must understand the tires, the bike, the championship. When the time comes, we will push him. It was an unusual message to hear after a debut test, and it shaped the central tension of Yamaha's 2026 project. Toprak's brilliance thrives on creative freedom. MotoGP, however, demands absolute discipline before freedom is allowed. The line between those two worlds is where this story truly begins. One of the biggest questions leading into Toprak's move to MotoGP involved his signature braking style, deep, late, and aggressive, with the rear wheel drifting upward as he dives for the apex. Many argued that Michelin's front tire characteristics, combined with MotoGP chassis behavior, would force him to abandon that technique. Sofuoğlu rejected the idea entirely. People think he won't be able to brake like in Superbike. Everyone will see he will do the same thing. He continued with an even sharper point. Before he came to Superbike, nobody braked like him. He changed the style. He will surprise everyone. This wasn't blind optimism. It was a reminder that Toprak has a history of reshaping what people believe is possible. Still, Sofuoğlu acknowledged that adaptation will be required, and former champion Jorge Lorenzo echoed that sentiment, noting Yamaha must help Toprak understand the Michelins, an area where many great riders have struggled. In Aragon, the objective was ergonomics, finding a natural position on the V4 platform. Valencia, by contrast, focused on fundamentals, understanding the torque delivery, learning tire behavior, and gathering the data Yamaha needs to accelerate development. Performance for now was secondary, but everyone knows that soon Yamaha must make a critical decision about when they allow Toprak to push towards his limit. And that leads to the larger picture. Yamaha's shift to a V4 engine marks the most significant technical transformation the manufacturer has attempted in modern MotoGP, but they are doing so from a position of rebuilding, not dominance. After several difficult seasons, Yamaha is reconstructing everything: engine philosophy, aero concepts, electronic strategies, and Michelin tire management, while also preparing for the 2027 regulation reset and the switch to Pirelli tires. Toprak's signing is not just about immediate results, it's about shaping Yamaha's DNA for the next era. This is why former Ducati boss Carlo Pernot called Yamaha's decision a risk, openly questioning whether a rider with such a unique riding identity should debut in the final year of the current regulations. At this point, Sofuoğlu transitioned from analysis to warning, directed at Yamaha, at rivals, and at the MotoGP paddock, watching closely. He made Toprak's goal for 2026 unmistakably clear. There are 4 Yamahas. We want to be the best. Fabio Quartararo is one of the strongest. If Toprak can fight with him, that will be our goal. This is an extraordinary statement. Quartararo is Yamaha's cornerstone, a world champion, and the most complete rider the manufacturer has fielded in years. For Sofuoğlu to publicly set that benchmark signals one thing: Yamaha didn't sign Toprak as a slow-burn project. They signed him to challenge the existing hierarchy. He'll surprise everyone, Sofuoğlu repeated. When the time comes, we will demand more. And then came the line everyone is still talking about: when I watch him, I am not watching our Toprak. Part criticism, part prophecy. A declaration that the real version of Razgatlıoğlu is still tucked away, waiting for the right moment to emerge. Toprak's arrival didn't only impact Yamaha, it reshaped the grid. Miguel Oliveira was pushed out of Pramac after Yamaha activated a contract clause linked to first-half championship points. 6 points from the first 12 rounds left him vulnerable. Oliveira responded with calm acceptance. The results weren't there. It put me at ease because it was out of my control. His Argentina sprint crash cost him several races, making it nearly impossible to reach Yamaha's performance threshold. Now he moves to BMW in World SBK, replacing none other than Toprak himself. Replacing Toprak at BMW is scary, but it motivates me, Oliveira admitted. This move revealed a subtle truth. Toprak's transfer didn't just disrupt MotoGP, it sent ripples through World SBK as well. But the 2026 rookie landscape grows even more interesting with the arrival of Moto2 champion Diego Moreira. 7-time MotoGP race winner Alex Barros made headlines by predicting Moreira, not Toprak, will be 2026 Rookie of the Year. Barros argues Moreira's background and mentality fit naturally with MotoGP machinery, even sharing a revealing story. He crashed at the first corner in a motocross race and still finished second. I saw it in his eyes. He never gives up. Barros believes Honda's 2026 package offers Moreira a faster adaptation than Yamaha's early-stage V4 development. That sets up a fascinating contrast for the new season. Toprak, the global superstar with enormous expectations. Moreira, the quiet force with rising momentum. The Valencia test provided an early indicator. Toprak was the fastest rookie by half a second, but Barros insists the long-term balance could shift depending on development and riding style. On the surface, finishing 18th and 1.3 seconds off the top might look underwhelming, but context tells a different story. A single bike, uncertain weather, a new engine philosophy, and a field of full riders who had just raced on the same asphalt 2 days earlier. Despite that, Toprak delivered clean, structured laps and avoided unnecessary risk.
Most importantly, he showed flashes, just flashes, of the freedom that defines him. Sofuoğlu summarized it with remarkable clarity. He is prudent and scared right now, but he is there. The fear is not weakness, it is controlled adaptation. And by saying, "This is not our Toprak," he delivered a promise. The MotoGP world has not yet witnessed the version that matters. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.